20 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game, a 63.3 shooting percentage from the field. Obi Toppin is a freak of nature. There's no way around it. The 6'9" forward from Brooklyn, New York led the Dayton Flyers to a 29-2 record, along with an Atlantic 10 Conference Championship. He accumulated numerous accolades as he won the Atlantic 10 Player of the Year, the AP Player of the Year, the Naismith College Player of the Year, the Oscar Robertson Trophy, and the John R. Wooden Award given to the best college basketball player in the country. Unfortunately for Toppin and the Flyers, the coronavirus outbreak resulted in a cancellation of the March Madness tournament, and Toppin's college career was over just like that. COVID-19 has affected our lives in more ways than we can imagine, and we would just like to say thank you to all the frontline workers who are risking their lives to treat people with this horrendous disease. Toppin's incredible season reminds me of the #1 overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, Joe Burrow, who went from throwing 16 touchdowns in 2018 to 60 in 2019. Obi put on a show for the college basketball world as he performed windmills, between the legs, and reverse dunks. He was certainly the most exciting player to watch in college basketball this season, and will without a doubt have success in the NBA. He has been compared to Amari Stoudemire, as they both possess an incredible leaping ability. So how did this unicorn go from an unranked recruit to becoming the best player in college basketball? We'll reveal that and more, but before we get into this video, listen to this quick announcement. Are you an athlete in need of a highlight tape? Do you have clips but don't know how to mix them? SC Highlights is the place for you. Follow our Instagram @SC Highlights and send us a DM asking for a tape. We usually charge $20 to $30 per video, but use the promo code SZVideo to get a highlight for 50% off. Don't miss this opportunity to have a great glowing tape to post and share with friends. Obi Richard Toppin was born on March 4th, 1998 in Brooklyn, New York to parents Obadiah and Ronnie Toppin. His father was a well-known street baller in Brooklyn who played for the legendary New York City team, the Gauchos. The Gauchos are a well-known AAU team whose alumni include Chris Mullin, Kemba Walker, and Rod Strickland. Obadiah Sr. struggled in the classroom and was only able to play at the junior college level as a result. He spent time playing semi-pro in the United States Basketball League, as well as overseas. Obi Jr. grew up similarly to many others in Brooklyn, spending his time watching and playing basketball at various parks and gyms throughout the Bushwick area. In first grade, the family moved to Palm Bay, Florida to help take care of his grandparents. He spent his first 2 years of high school playing JV basketball in Florida for Heritage High in Palm Bay and Melbourne Central Catholic. His mother took Obi and his brother Jacob, who recently transferred to Kentucky after playing his freshman season at Rhode Island, back to Ossining, New York after their father was falsely accused for murder. Obadiah spent 2 seasons at Ossining High, where he grew to 6'5". As a junior, he suffered knee pain due to his rapid growth and struggled to receive consistent playing time amidst his injuries. As a senior, he averaged 20.6 points and 8.1 rebounds per game. He was dominant for his high school and was finally able to dunk for the first time. Unfortunately for Obi, he struggled to stay afloat in the classroom and finished high school with just one scholarship offer from Monroe College, a junior college in New York. It appeared Obi's career would come to a standstill. It seemed that he would attend junior college and try to play semi-pro, just like his father. Despite excelling during his senior year, his academic performance and his lack of recognition prevented him from landing a major scholarship offer. However, for Obi, he caught 2 strokes of luck as he grew another 4 inches, and more importantly, he was able to enroll at a college prep school. His godfather, Victor Monaros, was able to use his connections at the college preparatory school, Mount Zion Prep, located in Baltimore, Maryland, to get Obi onto the team. You see, Mr. Monaros had a friendship with Roderick Harrison, the head coach of Mount Zion. Harrison came to New York to watch Toppin play and was immediately intrigued by his drive to become the best. During his time with the Warriors, he averaged 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists and started earning more attention from college scouts. Coach Harrison strived for Toppin to become a better shooter and encouraged him to take hundreds of shots after practice. Standing at 6'9", Toppin's success at the preparatory level allowed him to land the major scholarship offers he had always dreamed of. Georgia was the first major program to offer Toppin. In the end, he landed more than a dozen offers, including ones from Oklahoma State, Mississippi State, and Dayton. In April 2017, he visited the small university in Dayton, Ohio. Obi said in an article on DaytonDailyNews.com that when he was going to visit Dayton, he thought he was going to Daytona, Florida. This prompted the 19-year-old to call assistant coach Ricardo Greer and say, "It says I'm going to Ohio, not Florida." Greer responded, "Yeah, the school's in Ohio. So despite not knowing where Dayton actually was, he visited the campus and quickly fell in love. He felt a strong connection and appreciated the recognition he received from Dayton fans during the visit. On May 16, 2017, Toppin announced his commitment to Dayton. He was the second recruit signed by head coach Anthony Grant, who was hired that March. His roommate, and the peanut butter to his jam, Jalen Crutcher, was the first. Don't freak out, the tandem's nickname really is peanut butter and jam. Toppin was declared an academic redshirt by the NCAA due to the academic requirement and sat out the 2017-18 season. He practiced with the team all season, but could not travel to road games. He won the team's Dr. George Rouse Spirit Award after the season for cheering for and hyping up his team and helping his teammates get better every day. Toppin's mom even said that she nicknamed him the Mayor, as he always wanted to be everyone's friend. Obi entered his redshirt freshman season with a goal to dominate, and that's exactly what he did. He lived up to the hype as he led Dayton in scoring, averaging 14.4 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, and was fourth in the nation in field goal percentage at 66.6%. He was named to the All-Atlantic 10 first team. He was the first rookie to earn that honor in 20 years. He also became the first Dayton player to win the A10 Rookie of the Year award. He declared for the draft in 2019, but kept his eligibility that allowed him to pull out once he discovered his true draft value. Nearly a month after declaring, he announced his decision to return to Dayton to unleash his full potential. I believe he probably had received a second-round grade, but Obi knew he had unfinished business waiting for him at Dayton. His mother, Ronnie, stated that before he pulled out, she hoped he would return to the school, stating that he has a lot more game that is going to come out, and when you think about it, the team they are going to have next year, it's going to be something. And well, I can tell you, she was 100% correct on that prediction. If you never think your parents are correct, maybe you should try listening to them sometimes, because for Obi, that was the best decision he had ever made in his life. That summer, heading into his redshirt sophomore season, Obi put in more work than he had ever done in his life. He spent his summer putting on a show against NBA stars that included Carmelo Anthony, CJ McCollum, and Enes Kanter. He also attended the Nike Skills Academy, which features the top collegiate and high school basketball prospects in the country, and even participated in the scrimmage with Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Donovan Mitchell. He showed off a strong ability to rebound and gel with his new teammates. ESPN's Jonathan Givony believes that Toppin would have been the MVP of the event had there been awards, as he outplayed UNC star Cole Anthony and Michigan State's Cassius Winston. He utilized the scouting reports and his playing experience with NBA players to learn what he needs to do to excel at the next level. He was named to the Naismith watch list and was seen as one of the best players in college basketball heading into the 2019 season. Obi was ready to lead Dayton to their best season ever. The Flyers' starting five had all been at that school for at least 2 years, and during those years, they formed a strong bond that helped propel them to a 29-2 record. Toppin exploded in his 2019 debut as he finished with 29 points and 12 rebounds against Indiana State. His draft stock skyrocketed after an incredible performance during the Maui Invitational, as he averaged 22.3 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks during the tournament. While in Maui, Obi and the Flyers dismantled Georgia and Virginia Tech as he finished with 25 and 24 points respectively. He showed off his ability to score at will, passed the ball efficiently, and looked extremely confident shooting from the three-point line. In the Invitational Championship game against Kansas, Obi put on a show, recording 18 points and 9 rebounds. Unfortunately, his efforts were not enough as the Flyers lost to Jayhawks 89-94 in overtime. In the Chicago Legends tournament, Dayton was knocked off by the Colorado Buffaloes in a 78-76 loss in yet another overtime game, as Toppin finished with 17 points. That was the last game Dayton lost, as they went on a 20-game win streak that capped off with a 76-51 win over George Washington in the Atlantic 10 championship game. Toppin was dominant in his last game, as he dunked the ball, created turnovers, and found his teammates in space. Obi finished his sophomore season shooting 63.3% from the field and 39% from three-point range. Dayton, because of him, would have been a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament if the coronavirus pandemic had never occurred. As the season was cut short, the accolades began pouring in as he won the National Player of the Year award. Toppin turned in one of the most dominant individual seasons in recent memory. He finished in the 99th percentile of points per possession throughout college basketball and had a sky-high 68.4 true shooting percentage. I would give credit to Dayton's program and head coach Anthony Grant for unlocking Toppin's true potential and for allowing him to excel in his system. Obi Toppin appears to be a definite lottery pick, and has been compared to Atlanta Hawks power forward John Collins. Obi's dad stated that he would like to see his son play for Steph Curry and the Warriors, who held the worst record in the NBA before the season was cut short. Obi possesses elite athleticism, good height, and is a threat to score from inside the paint and out. Defensively, he would work well as a weak-side rim protector, but needs to learn to move better on the court. Toppin is someone who doesn't look at things in the long term, and understands nothing is ever guaranteed. No matter where he ends up and no matter how much he is criticized, he will always continue to work hard and possess a strong positive attitude. He will never give up, no matter what he has achieved. He went from an unranked recruit who nearly committed to a junior college to become the best player in college basketball. No one, including Obi, ever expected his journey would take him this far, and he's a success story for anyone that could use inspiration. I truly believe if you work hard, listen to your mentors, develop a strong mental mindset, and focus on your academics, you can succeed at whatever you do. As Obi stated, he came from the bottom and is now at the top. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We are currently working on a lot more videos, and please feel free to comment any ideas you have. Also, please check out our apparel that we have recently created. Thank you.